I was watching the trailer and I got like Zone of the Ender vibes from seeing that little bit of it. We're ready to head out. Accompany the resistance fighter to the Alliance headquarters. Yes. Yes, it was totally worth it. You should totally check out my VOD. But I'm not streaming. You're more than welcome for checking that out. Gray was there for the whole fucking thing and forgot to eat. Good, you're here. The Ironworks have completed their analysis of the ruby weapon, and Sid Garlon wishes to share his findings. I take it you can spare a few moments. Of course. Very good. Please wait here while I inform him of your arrival. That's fine, MB. Glad you could make it, Lily. I'm sure you're as anxious as anyone to hear what we've uncovered. Yeah, I'll have to check out Waba's point of view later. Our early hypotheses were proven correct. The Garleans have designed a system whereby a pilot's consciousness can be forcibly supplanted with data based on the memories and experience of another. So, even a rank amateur could obtain the combat capabilities of a seasoned warrior? Precisely, and we learned how this was made possible when we opened the cockpit. The monitors were still operational, and among the messages displayed, one particular phrase caught my attention. Synthetic Aurosite System. Which is what exactly? Well, the core of the Ultima weapon was referred to as the Heart of Sabik by the Asians. We believe it to have been a type of Aurosite. I can't say much for the synthetic sword at this stage, but I've encountered real Aurosite before. It was extremely potent, perhaps equal in power to the Heart of Sabik. It's unclear whether the Garleans' simulacrum possesses the same properties as genuine Aurosite, but I intend to follow this avenue of inquiry to see where it leads. Yes, Eugene? You're raising your hand? What? What we do know is that it was used to implant the combat data of Nail Van Darnus into the pilot, who has been presumed dead since before the calamity. Are you any closer to discovering how they were able to retrieve this data? Oh. Heart of Sabik. Nah, yeah. I see. The link didn't occur to Gaius at first, but he later told me of devices fitted to the magitech armor of the Empire's high-ranking officers. There is reason to believe they were designed to emulate the soul crystals used throughout Eorzea. Yes, that was rumored to be its true purpose, but it was never publicly acknowledged. Perhaps those in the upper echelons of command wanted to avoid comparisons to the so-called savages they were meant to be conquering. There is also the question of whether this system even functions as intended. From what we've seen, we can assume they were successful in gathering combat data of those wearing armor equipped with the device. If the comparison with soul crystals is valid, perhaps this data was transferred via ether. However, it seems that it extracted not only memories relating to combat, but the soldier's very essence. As you saw, the pilot succumbed entirely to the will of Van Darnus. Though this is merely a supposition, it's possible that being fused with the ruby weapon's core accelerated the process and caused the deceased legatus to manifest in corporeal form. Could it be that the death of the pilot was caused by the system malfunctioning? It's hard to say. The ruby weapon itself was still largely intact when it deactivated, which strongly implies that it was a synthetic aurosite running amok that killed her, rather than the damage incurred during the battle. Hi guys. But even after our analysis, I'm afraid we still don't have enough information. For now, perhaps we should consult with Gaius as to our next plan of action. Yes. Stoic nod. Hey buddy, how's it going? Valdulin has some bearing vital information. I keep worrying that I'm gonna fuck a word up. I traced the ruby weapon's path back to the occupied territory of Warlet, which appears to be where it was built. Where exactly is Warlet? While Alamigo is placed on the western edge of Gimlet, Warlet lies on the opposite side, to the east. It was once a proud and prosperous city, until it was brought to its knees by the Imperial invaders. You seem rather well informed. Perhaps I should have taken you with me. I thought that much was common knowledge. It is also where Alphonse and the others were born. And now the weapon project has brought them home. Yes, the place is now rife with Imperials. They have established an airship supply depot in the coastal town of Turncliffe. That's an easy name to say. We're lit, my dudes. According to the locals, something resembling one of the weapons was transported there a few days ago. This bodes ill indeed. Where possible, I would attempt to capture Alphonse and his followers before they can launch an offensive. However, the distance between here and Turncliffe presents a considerable obstacle, and in all likelihood, the weapon will be ready long before we arrive. Approaching by sea would allow us to save time by circumventing their ground-based troops, provided we were able to secure a vessel. Or you could use the Enterprise and take the most direct route of all, as the crow flies. In fact, this is the perfect chance to put my top-secret plan into action. And might I ask what that entails? It wouldn't be much of a secret if I told you now, would it? What can I say? What I can say is there's a starring role planned for you, Lily. Why so surprised? You didn't think I'd let you get off that easily, did you? It'll be here soon, so don't go anywhere. Oh boy, here we go. I see Sid still delights in keeping others in suspense. I can only hope he does not make us wait over long. Sleep now in Sapphire. Tee-hee! Wow. Lily's just like, what the fuck? Oh shit. That looks like Ultima. Here it is, Lily. Yes, Gray? We got our own weapon. I present Garlon's Ironworks' adaptation of the Ultima Warrior, the G Warrior. We got Gundam going now, boy. She can't take her eyes off it. I know Allegan design when I see it. Excavated from one of their ruins, no doubt. Azizla, to be precise. We came across it during the course of our investigations and decided it would be a shame to let it go to waste. And you will be taking this refitted relic to face the enemy head on, yes? Perhaps my knowledge of the ultimate weapon will be of use. I'm counting on it, as it happens. But first we need to perform a test run in the simulator before throwing you into battle. Come, we haven't much time. Fractal continuum. Kind of. Oh, fuck. Type the dragons. Okay. So we have ranged. Okay. Fly. Ooh, that's a cannon. Deals unexpected damage. Okay. So it's basically a AoE. Restore. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a Kamehameha! Hang on. That's fucking cool. Okay. Pyretic booster. Okay, so it's taking damage using that. Okay. Auto restoration. There it is. Yeah. I already did that, Sid. Ethereal Aegis. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, so it's automatically locked onto me. Good. Yeah, yeah. Ending simulation. Drift. Are you sufficiently prepared? Yeah, I'm ready. Then we shall depart for Turncliff at once. Launch duty. Oh, I'm so fucking excited. Oh. It seems they were expecting us. But who is the pilot? Lily, we're almost there. You better have your wits about you. Initiate combat mode. Now get ready to strike. It's time to fry this overgrown squid. Soft beef tacos. Haha, and save some for me. For research purposes, that is. Whee! Weapon fight! Oh, fuck. Sapphire weapon. Oh shit, looks just like the thing from Final Fantasy VII. Where'd he go? Oh boy. I can't afford to lose. It's all or nothing. Activating Oversoul already. Hydra's combat sample ready. Initiating combat. Oh, whatever. Hydra's. I will be monitoring the situations in the air. Follow my instructions and eliminate the target. Yep. Beef soft tacos! Okay. It actually hurts. I'll do this. Oh. Oh, fuck. I'm getting out of there. I guess, okay. Take my shit a rest a moment. Oh. Okay. Oh shit. Regular. Ouch! Oops. Alright. fuck. Have to do that again. Alright, let's try that again. I shouldn't let myself get locked when I'm being targeted like that. Normal. Sorry, MB. Skip scene. Okay. Missed one. Perfect. Okay. Oh god, no. Oh no, I need to use this. Yeah. Nice. Bye-bye, Sapphire. Is that it? The target has been silenced. Understood. Now that the immediate threat has been dealt with, we should gather what information we can in Turncliffe. Oh. Are those little dolphins? Oh, look at them, they're so cute. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to take a look around. I wonder if I can still see Sapphire from here. Yep, there it is. Right there. Citizens. Bench. Oh, look at the fish. Look at the fish. Fish. Where did I park, where did I park the G weapon, by the way? Alright, we'll go talk to Gaius again. You did well to pilot the G-Warrior so adeptly in so short a time. And with the weapon largely intact, Sid and his researchers should be able to gather a wealth of valuable information. Before it is dismantled, perhaps we should take one last look upon our fallen foe. We should have known Father and his friends would track us down sooner or later. Now they're at our doorstep, and the Sapphire weapon still isn't ready. Even so, it should still be able to fend them off, or at least buy us some time. Not quite how I'd imagine it, but this seems as good a way to die as any. Rex, Recon? Why are you still here? You're supposed to be moving the other weapons to a safe location. You can take care of that while I pilot the Sapphire weapon. What are you talking about? I'm the pilot, not you. There's no need to put your life on the line. Besides, it's still incomplete. It can barely perform basic maneuvers, so it will be practically useless in a real fight. We have a solution. Oversoul. You want to end up like Melisandre? No, of course not. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But she didn't give her life in vain. The ruby weapon left behind data that's been used to improve the system, to prevent any further malfunctions. What difference does that make? Once Oversoul is activated and the pilot fuses with the core, there's no way back. That's why I should be the one to pilot the Sapphire weapon, not you, Rex. Alphonse needs you. You and I both know I'm the least qualified pilot we have. There's less to lose if I don't make it back. No, I won't let you! Please, Rex, hear me out. Ever since we were children, I was the smallest, the weakest. Too afraid to stand up for myself. But I had the best brothers and sisters a boy could wish for. You were always there for me, protected me. Now it's my turn to protect you. Take the other weapons and get out of here. See this through to the end. Do it for me, for Melisandre. I'm counting on you, Rex. You always did have a stubborn streak. Alright, Recon. I won't let you down. Just promise you'll wait for me on the other side. We'll meet again, brother. Brother! You all made me happier than I had any right to be. And now I finally found my purpose. I have no regrets. Come on, Sapphire. We may be far from perfect, but we have a job to do. Let's give Father something to remember us by. The echo, I presume. What did it reveal to you? Recon, my poor boy, you were braver than most could ever hope to be. It's as we feared. I'm sorry, guys. First Melisandre, now Recon. We must find the remaining weapons and end this madness. Hey, Valdi. Tell me, what do you make of Gaius Balsair? I understand the two of you have been acquainted since his days as the Black Wolf. He claims to have shed his pelt when he took up the hunt for Asians, but he's still the same man deep down. He certainly kept quiet about having a flock of foster children back in the Empire, though. It seems he would rather bare his teeth to his former masters than allow harm to come to them. Yet try as I might, I cannot make sense of it. Does he truly fight for the good of mankind, as he would have us all believe, or is he merely biding his time before he reveals his true colors? Whatever the answer may be, in the end he will always be a Garlean, and though there may be honorable men and women among them, I have suffered much and more as a result of their conquests, barbaric campaigns in which Gaius Balsair played no small part. My first encounter with the Garleans was 20 years ago, shortly after the fall of Alamigo. They continued their march into the lands that had long been home to we Duskrites. We sought to repel the invaders, but we were woefully unprepared. Our bows and arrows were no match for their magitech, and even our most powerful magics did little to slow their advance. I fought on the front line, but I was knocked unconscious in the opening exchange. When I came to, I was alone. The rest of my unit slaughtered. I hurried back to my village to look for my wife and daughter, only to find the place deserted. My search lasted for days, then weeks, then months, and it seemed they had disappeared without a trace. I finally learned from two Imperials held at Bittermill that the villagers had been captured and used as test subjects for the poison gas that would later be known as Black Rose. They were never seen again. For 20 long years I roamed aimlessly, with nothing but hatred to keep me alive. I eventually found myself at the order of the Twin Adder, who offered me a place among the ranks. The desire for revenge was the only thing I had left, so without a moment's hesitation, I accepted. Were it not for the war with Garlemald, I would have been loath to work alongside the city-dwelling Gridanians who for so long had treated my kind as outcasts. But none of that mattered anymore. It all accumulated with Operation Archon. As you led the charge into the Praetorium, we were right behind you. And when the place came crumbling down, most of us were caught in the rubble. I escaped with my life, though. Many others were less fortunate. Having dragged myself free from the rebel, I sought a way out. It was then that I encountered none other than Gaius Balsair, on the verge of death. The gods had delivered to me the man whose conquests had robbed me of everything. I was poised, ready to exact my revenge. And then he spoke. I will not beg for mercy. I only ask that you stay your hand a while longer. I cannot die until I have rid the world of the Asian menace. For millennia, mankind has danced to their tune, but no more. Then, once we are finally free, my life is yours for the taking. I would have struck him down there and then had I not sensed truth in his words. So I decided to grant him a stay of execution and join him on his hunt. All this time, I've kept a close eye on Gaius, though he is ever on the watch for pursuers. He granted me ample opportunity to slay him if I chose, and I still might if he shows even the slightest sign of betraying our agreement. But for now, the Asians are my chosen quarry. If they're indeed the ones pulling the Empire's strings, then it shall not end until they have been eradicated. Every last one. Though I could not save my kin, there are those who may yet be spared the horrors of war. Unfortunately, dealing with Asians will have to wait until we have brought an end to Garlemald's weapon project. Though we may have vanquished two of the new weapons, We must make every effort to prepare for whatever the Guardians throw at us next. Perhaps Severa can tell us whether the Ironworks engineers have uncovered any information of note. Alright. The Ironworks engineers are still at work dismantling the Sapphire weapon and investigating the Turncliffe magic facility. Though they have yet to make their report, they may have some news to share at this juncture. Please wait here a moment. We've yet to finish our investigation, but I can give you a preliminary report. Were you able to recover anything of note? Before abandoning the facility, they had attempted to destroy anything they could take with them, including many of their research materials. Luckily, some information related to the Sapphire weapon's combat data was intact. Judging by what we saw during the battle, it was extracted from Regula von Hydrus, correct? It also appears that the Sapphire weapon was actually in incomplete state, and therefore unable to perform at full capacity. Even so, it was immensely powerful. Had they been given the chance to finish it before we'd arrived, who knows how it would have ended. Indeed, we may not be so fortunate next time, so we must prepare for the worst. The Ironworks will continue to investigate the Sapphire weapon and look into possible countermeasures. The Echo afforded you a glimpse into the conversation between Recon and Netrex prior to the weapon's deployment. Do you remember any other details? Improvements were made to the synthetic RSite system to prevent malfunctions. Then it was never their intent to create a manifestation of Nail Van Darnus. But there's one thing that was intended. Oversoul. Its activation results in the pilot being absorbed by the core, killing them in the process. Rex and Recon were fully aware of this, were they not? Then the death of the pilot was by design all along. Alphonse, how could you? Sacrificing your own siblings to fill these accursed war machines. Surely there is no cost worth paying such a price. Aye, nothing is more precious than family. This nightmare is far from over. It appears that Rex has fled with the remaining weapons, and we can assume that Alphonse has every intention of sending them into battle. We must find a way to disable them before the Oversoul can be activated. I have seen enough death. I do not wish to see any more. Then there is no time to waste. Let's be about it, Gaius. Severa, you're in charge here. Keep Sid and his team safe while they carry out the investigation. Understood. Please see that no harm comes to Gaius. While we're gone, I need you to relay everything to the resistance troops. Your first-hand account should prove useful. If there are any developments, we'll be sure to contact you. Rightio. Oh, it's Raisin. Welcome back. It sounds like you've been on quite the journey, all the way to Turncliffe. And judging by the fact you made it here in one piece, I trust everything went according to plan. What an astonishing account. I wouldn't mind putting that G-Warrior through its paces myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than supervising this rabble, I'd imagine. Anyway, as before, I'll compile the information into a report and leave it over there for your perusal, should you feel so inclined. If we hear anything from headquarters, we'll be sure to pass it on. Pog. It's furniture. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's Warlit headquarters. He's covered with sweat. More children. I have come to deliver my report, Lord Valens. He's so fucking sweaty. Ah, so you've returned, young Alfred. Or was it Alwick? Alwick. Not that it really matters, of course. I hear that you and your darling brothers and sisters have allowed the Sapphire weapon to fall into the hands of the enemy. Do tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid that is the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now. No need to be so sullen. As they say, to err is human, to forgive divine. And you know how forgiving I can be when it suits me. He's getting that milk in. Milk. Chug it. Chug. So tell me, whatever your name is, who was able to best the Sapphire weapon? Our sources state that the one known as the Warrior of Light was assisted by Sid Garland and Gaius van Balser, my lord. Gaius. Yes, it seems he's been quite the troublemaker of late. Defecting from Garlemald, assassinating the Emperor, whatever next. Oh, well, there's no use crying over spilled milk. Speaking of which, I've become quite the connoisseur since arriving in Warlit. This particular variety comes from a rare breed of cow, you know. Only 100 of them in existence and pampered every day of their lives. Yes, they are quite valuable, until their milk dries up, that is. When it does, they are sent to the slaughterhouse like all the rest, for that is their lot in life. Milk comes first. To be discarded once they have served their purpose. Did I create the ruby and sapphire weapons so that you could deliver them gift wrapped to the enemy? I can see it now. Sid Nan Garland rubbing his hands with glee at all the technological marvels we've bestowed upon him. And you let... Oh, fuck! And you let Gaius van Balser, of all people, get the better of you? How do you think this reflects on me, the legatus of the 7th Legion, humiliated by that traitor? Humiliated, I say! Humiliated! There is only one way to deal with worthless provincial filth like you. Wait for me in the corrections chamber. You need to be taught a lesson in obedience. Yes, my lord. This guy's an asshole. Forgive the intrusion, Lord Rollins, but it's time for a meeting with the head of the Magitech development. Oh, how time flies when you're whipping useless soldiers into shape. Yes, yes, I'll be along once I've made myself presentable. Can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip now, can I? Who is this asshole? Um... Um... What are you doing here? You wish to see me, Lord Valens? Did I now? Ah, yes. That's right. So you're Allie, yes? And they joined the military of your own free will along with your fellow orphans. Such devotion! What an inspiration you are! You see, it is my firm belief that love grants us the power to move mountains, to overcome any obstacle. What is he doing? Together we shall discover the strength that lies within you. Take my hand, child. I will show you the way. Um... That guy's a complete creep.